A big beautiful world called planet Earth. Now, for today's vlog, I didn't know where I was, what today's vlog idea was going to be, and then I realized something that I hadn't realized in a very, 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 very long time. It's been a long time. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to say how many years or how many months or how many decades it has been. The fact remains that every single person on this planet deserves a love story. No matter how ridiculous that love story may be, no matter how far-fetched or unrealistic or anything like that a love story is, that's what it is. It's a love story. It's a story that builds up over time. And when I mean time, I don't mean just a day or a week or a month or half a year or a year. I'm talking about a love story that takes decade, at least a decade, if not more than a decade, to build up that love, to build up that relationship, to build up that story that every single person has gone through. And sure, sometimes love can be just a fleeting moment. And sure, sometimes love can last, 50 years. It really depends on your perspective of what love means to you, what that story has told. And sure, love can be so many different things to so many different individuals. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to have my love story has been written. It hasn't. No love story has been written in a day. No love story has been written in a week or a month or 6 months or a year. A love story takes time. It takes patience. And sure, the people that we love outside of our family may not love us back immediately or at all. And sure, love stories can have different endings, different meanings to every single person. It's how the story is built, how it became. It was you were complete strangers at one point, and then you became friends, and then you became something a little bit more than friends, like a best friend, and then that best friend became into your girlfriend and or boyfriend. And then that situation became an engagement, and then that engagement became a marriage, and then that marriage became starting a family. Now, not every love story works out to full completion. Sometimes love dies, and whether it's years after you've met someone, or it could be weeks after you met someone, or it could be months, it could be decades. Every love story dies at some point, whether it's the relationship dying or whether it's the spouse dying or whatever it is. Every relationship has its beginning, its middle, and its end. That same thing could be said about the love story. It always has a very beginning, it always has a middle, and it always has an end. However long that time frame from the beginning of that relationship or that love story or whatever it is to the very end of that love story, there's always going to be some arguments that are going to be had. There's always going to be something that you disagree on. It could be money, it could be the definition of love, it could be so many different variables. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about how love stories don't just happen overnight. It takes time. It takes patience. And look, I'm not saying I'm an expert on love, because I'm not. There's no way that I'm an expert on love. And no one has ever truly loved me at all. Except for my parents, my brothers, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. That love is irrefutable. It means it never ends. Sure, someone and grandparents and great-grandparents and, great aunts and uncles and all of that stuff. That love is there for the rest of our lives and even after life. You know, but it's the love stories that we build throughout our lives that have nothing to do with family. It could be a best friend. It could be a friend. It could be a significant other. It could be your wife. It could be the mother to your children. It could be anyone, basically, that love story exists for. And it may not happen for every single person. I'm not saying it's going to happen for me, because I don't think I deserve love, and that's okay. Not everyone deserves a love story or love. But sometimes in life, you have to figure out what you want for yourselves. Do you want that love story? Do you want love? Do you want, and I'm not trying to quote any songs here. I'm just explaining to you guys that not every love story is perfect, because nothing is perfect in life. It may seem like I'm rambling and I'm trying to explain to you that I deserve love and I should have a love story. That's not going to be the case, at least not for a while. I'm not saying, love is built over a period of one day or an hour or a minute or a week or a couple weeks or a month. It takes more than just feeling something. Love stories don't usually work out. But every single person on this planet has felt love. And I know I'm contradicting myself from what I said earlier in this vlog. But let's be real here. Not everyone has a love story. And not everyone's going to have a love story. But everyone deserves love in their life. And sure, family love is the most important thing. But outside of that, everyone deserves love at some point in their life. And should have a love story to tell along with that. I haven't felt that. I haven't had that experience yet. And I may never have that experience. I wish I could tell you a story of love that I've been through, but I can't because I've never had a love story, and I may never have a love story. And that's perfectly fine. No one has to have a love story. No one has to have, love in their heart outside of their family. I know that I love myself, and that's important to me. But there's so much more than self-love. There's love from, your best friend. And I'm not saying that, I'm gonna have love for every single woman on this planet, because I'm not. There may be one or two, but it won't be like 20 or 30. And I'm not saying that a woman's gonna love me back, because that's just not realistic. Most women despise me. Most women, think I'm boring or lazy or ungrateful. And that's okay, let them think that. Because someone, somewhere, I'm not saying who it could be or couldn't be, someone eventually is going to love me for who I am and what I represent and appreciate me for who I am, not just how much weight I have or wearing glasses or how long my hair is or physical features. It's going to be what comes from the heart. And my love story is probably never going to get written. My love is probably never going to, that whole situation is probably never going to get written. And I'm perfectly fine with that. It's for everyone else out there who wants to have a love story and already may have a love story that should pay attention to this vlog. Now, I know I ramble on and on. I rambled on and on about what a love story could be and what a love story is, and how I probably will never have my own love story. and I'm okay with it. But do what you want to do. If you want to have a love story, go write it. Go figure it out. Because it's your life. Live it the way you want to. If you want to say you want to have a love story, go and make a love story. For your own personal appreciation. That's all I wanted to say in today's vlog. I know I kind of rambled, and I probably didn't make a whole lot of sense to a lot of you out there, but hopefully I can reach one person out there in this world with having them find a love story, whether it's whatever sexuality you are, whatever gender you are. I hope you find love, because I probably never will. And I'm okay with that. So we got a few birthdays to wish, so let's just get into that. I want to wish Hazel Hayes a happy birthday, and I would like to wish Alicia Lehman a happy birthday today as well. Now we have one birthday tomorrow, which I'll talk about more tomorrow. And that's it for today's vlog. So stay happy, stay upbeat, and do what you want to do. And find your love story wherever it exists and however long it takes. And bye-bye.